students, welcome to my video. This is Kamalini Gogoi, your maths teacher from Adarsh Vidyalaya Rangapathar. So today we shall be discussing about congruence of triangles from class 9, and these are topics we are going to discuss today in this video. So first of all, introduction to congruent figures. Then we will move on to criteria for congruence of triangles. There are some criteria. These are like side criteria, side angle criteria, angle criteria, and right angle hypotenuse side criteria. So these are the few topics that we will be discussing in today's video. So now let us move on. First thing, what are congruent figures? Now you might have understood as the word says, congruence means identical. Two figures are said to be congruent if they are identical in all aspects. As for example, I have some figures like this paper. I have two papers of two different colors. One is black, one is pink. Now you can see that the two figures, it looks somewhat, to some people it looks same, or to some other people it might look different. Then how can we call them to be identical? Now to call them to be identical, they should match in all aspects. That is our main criteria for congruent figures. Now how we can say that they will match in all aspects? Now for every figure we have some definite boundaries. Now if the boundary matches or superimpose one over the another, then we can say that two figures are identical or they are congruent in. Now let us see for these two papers. Now see, if I match the two sides of the two paper, then the length of the two sides, it looks completely same. Then similarly, if I measure the breadth, it is also completely same. Or in one word, if I say, if I cover one over the another, then can you see the pink paper? Probably not. You can see only the black paper. That means the pink paper, do you think the pink paper is smaller than the black paper? Or maybe the black paper is bigger than the pink paper? To prove it not, let us see. Now see, if I put the pink paper over the black paper, then your black paper is disappeared in front of the pink paper. Which means that the two papers are exactly of the same length, breadth and size. So that is why these two papers are identical, or in mathematical form or geometrical form, we can say that these two figures are congruent figures. Now in day-to-day life, we have so many different types of congruent objects around us. As for example, I will give you a simple thing. These two are maths boxes, whose shape is, I put it in two-dimensional form. It is a square or rectangular form. Now if I superimpose one over the another, it looks like one. So it means that these two are also congruent figures. Similarly, now I have two hands. Now both the hands, to some people or to all people, it might look different. Yes? Now if I put all the figures of one hand over the another, then can you see my both hands? Probably not. You can see as one hand. It means that all my fingers, it completely superimposed one over the another finger of the hands. So it means the two hands of a human being are completely identical, or we can say they are congruent. Now in geometry, we have different congruent figures, or we can say that the figures will be congruent if they have the same length. Like in case of the two papers we have, the two papers have the same length, same breadth. That means they are of equal size. Or they have the same area. The area of this paper completely overlap the area of the, or superimpose the area of the another paper. So it means that these two have the same area. So this is the basic thing about congruent figures, or there are many other examples that we can see around. like a butterfly. If you look at the wings of a butterfly, the both of the wings of the butterfly, they are identical to each other. So that is why when they closes, the butterfly closes, it looks like one wing. Now let us see what is the congruence of triangles.